Charles, just before, I was going to railroad him.
Okay, into this business, right?
But again, you are here, so we set the ball rolling.
But we could incorporate him or induct him.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Punch is the first paper. I'm sure you have heard about this. Afriland Tower tragedy. Survivors tell horrific tales of Lagos high-rise inferno.
Yeah, it's. I think it's, that was avoidable because some of the occupants there, who of course they gave some details to Punch, and they were saying that the inverters were due for maintenance, but they were pushing it, the Nigerian way. I recall another Sunday Oli said, please allow me to digress a bit, just to boost the story. Sunday Oli said, you know him, the Super Eagles ex captain.
Yeah.
He was
coach.
Coach, yes. Albeit briefly, actually. Then he said, while he was going to interview to a podcast, that there was a time they were in, I can't recall I think it was in Atlanta or something, that they were there in a hotel, that for a couple of days, the Nigerian authorities have not paid for their lodging, they've not paid for their meal, that they were served a particular meal every time. So now ask question, say, well, now God going to never pay, we're just allowing you to stay here. He said himself
make hungry, no
he said a few of them now raise the money to pay. Look at Amushan, I was also crying for the other. Okay, sorry, your kits were being delivered in batches. How do you deliver kits? It's the same thing that has happened to this Afriland. The inverters were due for maintenance. I understand it because recently too, we had I never knew that those things could be so. Okay, well, I don't know, toxic.
Okay.
We left our batteries in the transmission room. At that time, that room was always cool, but it became very haunting. We now took the batteries out. About a week after, some of them were boiling, almost exploding. So maintenance is very important. That's exactly what they neglected to cause the inferno. First, it was smoke that killed most of them. You saw people jumping out of the window. You saw those videos and all that. So that's why I said it was avoidable, honestly. I don't know why in Nigeria, some things that people take for granted over there elsewhere, in yonder places. But when it comes here, we just take... I don't understand how we do
Charles,
this.
Since I was told that Nigeria is one country that will make a mess of boiling a 5-minute egg.
In how many years? I don't know.
I did class 1 that time.
Okay. Or primary 1? Standard 1, which of them?
I won't tell you Adam was not my classmate. Okay. So what do I mean?
Yes.
Give a Nigerian an egg. Tell him it takes 5 minutes.
To boil.
You come 30 minutes after, he's still boiling, and you ask him. He says, I just put an
I wait now. What is it?
So we leave many things we can do by ourselves and for ourselves to God.
Oh, okay. Well, exactly says we know how we do it.
Okay. Hear this one. Police detain Lagos NURTW leader for killing residents.
Another unavoidable incident. They said, okay, you are a Lagos Island chairman of NURTW. Okay, a dispatch rider was riding his bike, possibly to go deliver, or maybe after delivery, you said the guy was obstructing your movement, and then you now call your lieutenants and all the foot soldiers to descend on him. I said somebody was even wearing one thick uruka. Uruka. How do they say the uruka lolori? It was uruka is for those who are ring. Very thick ring. It was hammering him on the head, and they beat him to a pulp until this guy, became very unconscious. I think they took him to later gave off the ghost and all. But thankfully, I understand that his superiors in the NURTW has they've disowned him, saying that what he did is not typical of that junior. But I think it's very difficult for them to extricate themselves from that, because not once, not twice, not 3 times that you have found NURTW officials. Most of them, they are doing certain things that are unseemly.
when you hear a leopard cannot change its spot.
Yes. Yes, and so they say, what do you call it? There's a name, I forget what they call it back home in Edo State, where they say it can never change his spot. Even if you whitewash it, take it to the river, wash it, then the spot will return. It was quite, but I hope that he'll be dealt with, and then proper sanction to be placed upon him and his, if it's possible.
Okay, you said that was an avoidable situation, number avoidable. 2.
Yes.
A third avoidable one is this one. 106 Nigerians arrested for drug trafficking in India.
Yes, avoidable. And then I think about a couple of countries that were mentioned in the report for 2024 actually in India. Nepalese, Nepal from Nepal.
Yeah,
I think they breasted the tape. I think they have about 203 persons on that list, followed by Nigeria 106, and so on. Again, this it said even some of them were using drone to deliver those drugs, particularly the Punjab district or another.
They use all sorts, birds and
are you aware of those Muslim women from Nigeria who narrowly missed the hangman's noose, or in Saudi Arabia, that it said some officials planted this incident and they were detained until certain people cried out and the investigation was done. Investigations were carried out and they found out that they knew nothing about what was planted in their luggage. So that's how they were. I think about 4 of them, Nigerian ladies, that went for Hajj.
The story is, if you are at the airport and somebody says to you, I beg,
help me hold and make I go, please.
No hold anything. Please.
Even if now your brother self, please don't hold anything. No. Please ensure it is the luggage you are traveling with that you have, you take possession of. Nobody gives you anything.
Okay. Rivers State in the news. Why I refused to challenge emergency rule for Bar.
Well, the reason he cited is not unknown. It's been in the domain. He said that he just wanted peace to reign. But some people were saying that, well, again, there are so many. You said there's a third side to a coin. I grew up knowing two sides. But you said side is a side. It's a side.
I was told in journalism class, the third side of the coin,
or the edge,
had the third side of the coin, and now they talk edge. It hardly stands.
Yeah, that's the edge.
But people will hardly go there.
Yes. Because they don't understand. So the thing, but people are saying don't mind him. The man was lily-livered, but he just said he wanted peace to reign. He wanted the FG to restore peace there, so that Rivers State people can, when he returns, they will be governed, not in violence.
All right, let's go to Osun.
Yes.
Tension rocks Osun Council as Ataoja, that's the traditional ruler, and Uluwo battle for seniority.
Well, first of all, please allow me to say this.
Ataoja is the
of Oshogbo. The other one is Uluwo of Iwo. Please, excuse me, allow me to say this, because I was an editor myself of a magazine. I think the use of words is very important. But when you splash it on the face of newspaper, they're telling the reader there is tension. I think the use of the word tension is too strong. They were just social media banter. People were just skirmish. No, banter. Just say, throwing banters at each other. And so I wonder where the word tension comes in there. I think they're taken to the hilt, which of course should not be, because this tension will also raise tension. This with the use of the word tension. What happened is that is the Ataoja that was in the Osun State University to deliver a speech. In an address, actually, he now said that his predecessor, it was during the era of the reign of his predecessor, when he traveled abroad, he came back, that the position was was tilted against them. That the Ataoja throne used to be the number 4 in the hierarchy of the Osun State traditional what do you call it? Listings. But it was then they now brought in Uluwo of Iwo, and then they now relegated them to number 5. That ordinarily in the history of the Osun Traditional Council, they were number 4. That's exactly. Then the people, the aides of the world, are saying, "Don't mind this man. You want to stand the history on his head." And, is that tension?
Okay. Poor pay. This is a familiar story.
Yes.
Poor pay. Professors decry struggle with debt.
It's quite, if you when compared to even countries that are not so endowed in the manner of speaking, as we are, you are tempted to withhold your tears for the Nigerian professor. A Nigerian professor, if you look at it in dollars, they are earning $4,400, whereas their counterparts in South Africa, $47,000. In Kenya, $50,000, and so on and so on. So Nigeria actually earning 4,000, about 500,000 naira per month. Whereas their counterparts are earning like in South Africa about 13 times higher than that of Nigeria. And then the people who went through them in the these institutions of higher learning, they are in the Senate, they are in the House of Reps and all that, earning fat checks and even asking for more. Those who taught them are paying pittances and all that. So when you look at it, you actually, that's why I said you have to struggle to hold back your tears. So some of us pass through universities, we know how it is. A professor, you look at the car he's riding, weather beating, the suit he's wearing, not even suit, I think it's coat, they call it the type of the sell in Oshodi. I'm sorry.
Suit and suit.
No, coat and coat. I'm sorry, I'm not demeaning their position. I'm only trying to buttress exactly what the picture is. So I think there should be a reversal. There should be a reversal of the trend, so that those who are teaching can teach with pride, teach knowing that it will come with glory, not now that lamentation has filled the ground, our land.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we'll switch from the Punch now to the Vanguard. The lead story is this: drug promotions flooding social media. How patients go blind, suffer stroke, experience kidney failure.
Yes, I think people who have no knowledge of medicine should not be allowed to market drugs, particularly as they are using social media. The other day, our boy back at TVC, Teofilo Selama, I had to screenshot a video. Okay, I screenshot the video I watched where his mouth was moving, but somebody talking is different. They were using TVC to validate the sale of that particular product. And I sent to him, and then Nifemi, or the other guy, Nifemi also, they just said, you see what they say they sell. The guy just said, they reported that it's almost on, even they even use Sheon Kibaloya and all that to promote some of these things. But so people, please be very careful. For the fact they are saying to those people that you see as role models, doesn't mean that they actually subscribe to the sales of this drug. Please be careful. If it's not a registered pharmacy, please be careful. Yes.
Okay, we go back to River State. Fubara reaffirms loyalty to Tinubu and Wike.
He get choose. He not get choose, as they say on the streets. He has no choice, because he is saying that he's going to work with them. There are the letters of the agreement is going to ensure that everything he abides by them, so that there will be development will return to River State.
Essentially, he's going to play ball.
Whether it's going to be Jabulani or I don't know, or Felele. Or remember that Felele ball those days?
I played it.
Where you shot it at, it's not where to go to. The breeze will always take it off, or veer off the side of the goal. So whatever ball he's going to play, we hope he plays it well for the benefit of the Rivers people. That's the ultimate goal.
Mine is cynics, and they are legion in my country, your country. Cynics didn't believe emergency go end, so all sorts we started hearing all sorts.
Well, the all sorts we're hearing were not unfounded, because when you hear
they were not founded.
Sorry, they were not founded. Sorry, they were not founded.
Yeah. Did anybody go to Port Harcourt Government House to confirm if the man had reported there?
No. Well, they say
where did they get this? They
say fear catch up, say no agree come. But afraid. The man was afraid. But I think it was when Ibas was delivering his Thanksgiving speech at the church. Valedictory. Okay, sorry. Valedictory speech at the church. he actually said certain things that people use test linguistics to begin to analyze. But he said a lot of things. People were saying, okay, maybe they should allow him. He started this pension reform that he started building the House of Assembly. He did not finish it. Are we sure? So that was exactly how people now started raising all those speculations that now became rife. But as you said, cynics, they may now bow their head in shame because football has resumed. I think the end of the story.
And many of them nobody want to make demand.
No, they don't want. People were feeding fat from the violence in university while it lasted. But now peace has returned. We hope that Fubara will take the bulls by the horn, and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu, they do. And then what's his name? The chief of staff also resumed. But only commissioners, they said Wike said was also going to be delegating him on drawing the list of commissioners. I hear that most of them that were sacked together, they were coming to welcome him at the airport or Mangwa. Well, most of them may be scheming to return if the coast is clear for them.
You don't put anything beyond the politician.
No, you don't. You don't.
Okay, still talking politics. 2027, I'll make Tinubu lose 1 million votes. Marafa boasts.
Marafa. When you look at
Senator Kabiru.
No, Marafa. It's been in the news now. You know him now.
Zamfara State,
He was. I think he was a House of Rep member.
Oh yeah.
Of Senate. I can't recall that when he came to the limelight.
He started from the House.
Yes, when he came to the limelight at that time. But you ask yourself, this is my question. It's rhetorical actually. How many votes can he secure his own polling unit?
I know he has 1 vote.
These are people, maybe his wife actually may also vote for him. If he's not careful, the daughter may not, because we understand that one of the only daughter of Paul Biya is asking Cameroon to vote for his father in the 8th term. He said, don't vote for my father. That much. I mean, come on, we all grew up to know one person. Don't vote for my father. Okay. So if he has a Biya daughter, he may say they don't vote for him too in Zamfara.
You know, yeah. I beg, leave Cameroon. No. Yeah.
I grew up knowing only one. I only heard that there was a certain Ahijo who was a president. I don't think I met him.
Ahijo.
I don't think I met him because
I started with Ahijo.
I only know of
Biya was his prime minister at the time.
Okay, he was also in the picture.
Yeah, he became president. Biya became president in '82.
I got to know him when I began to understand what was happening. Yeah.
Okay. More politics. PDP reschedules proposed repeat Congress in Anambra and Ebonyi.
Well, the PDP is trying to come back strong because those states you mentioned were PDP enclaves until Umahi and rest of them decided to flip the side to the benefit of APC. So they said this is their own. They are trying to work very seriously to ensure that they reclaim what they believe is rightfully theirs. But we hope they work well because so that we can have a very, very serious opposition in those states.
Okay, 2027, PDP should micro-zone presidency to Southwest if there's honesty. Dan Olasi.
Well, they want to see how they can share the votes of the APC. But the Omoluabi philosophy, I don't know how, if that plays out, it may be difficult if you place supposing you bring somebody of the Southwest that is not as popular, nationally acclaimed, the PDP is going to lose. That's what it means. So they should rather than they have zoned into the south. So they must be very careful who they choose if they want to actually make any serious inroad. In manner of speaking,
I have this one now. I'll write your condolence letter. Wike reacts to rumors of heart attack.
It was Sahara Reporter. I first read it. They say it was on life support. But sometimes some of us who are trained journalists, I always say so, even though some people take exception to that. I can't apologize for that. We are trained journalists. We attended courses and all that. We know how this job is done.
Charles, you are either trained or you are not.
Yes, we know how this job is done.
At least I was trained to know that if the news broke that your wife was delivered of a baby, you send the reporter to the maternity, see the child, see the mother, see who delivered the mother,
and write your story.
And the mother
breastfed, the child,
That story is,
and even if you wrote the story, the byline is not yours. When the language used, you have to use third party point of view. That's what we are told.
Okay.
You're using he. According to the correspondent, not according to me, according to eyewitness. You are the one that saw it. That's the way we are told. So you take yourself out of the credit and credit these sources to other people. That's the way we are taught in this thing. But today, everybody is a journalist.
Remember, citizen journalist.
Yeah, everybody's a journalist.
It's akin to the story not too long ago that the famed Ebenezer Obey had passed.
Exactly. He's okay. How about as Ziggy Wood, I say he watched NTA, and then that was where he read his own obituary.
Of course, you remember
it's been happening.
Late Senate President Chuba Okadibo went there to Onui Haven.
Onui Haven in Oyi local government. It's Oyi, his hometown.
Nsuka.
Was it Nsuka? Huh?
Onui Haven.
Was it from Nsuka?
No, on Nisha, but he was born
in Nsuka. Okay.
So, and said, Onyishi, I know they inside.
I know this I do.
Include me out to
yeah.
Okay. Wiki again blasts Tinubu's critics. Says they are lucky to have a law-abiding president.
I don't know. Wiki sometimes these days. Anything Wiki, I think the man is talking too much. That's me. This is not this is not VOP. I just believe the man is talking too much. And people are even saying he's getting so much to himself.
News.
Well, it's news, but again, for the right reason, that's another question. For instance, what the president ought to be doing by this media chat. Wiki has arrogated it to himself, doing a weekly media chat and all that. And the president has only spoken once to the media, media chat.
Have the media stopped going to him?
No.
Okay.
Here
the next story. Normalcy has returned to Rivers, Fubara.
They should go to church for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
And we have all decided to bury the hatchet, Fubara.
Exactly. And he also, this is a recurring story actually. Yeah.
Charles, except that in politics, when you bury the hatchet,
the handle for anybody to grab.
Okay. 7 pupils injured as explosion rocks primary school in Benue.
Yeah, I think it's Ukum local government. Actually, incidentally, I've been there.
Crazy.
I've been there. What happened was that, according to them, they said it's explosive that must have been, or that might have been left behind by those people who went for clearance operations then by police or so. But what happened was that they saw this thing in the classroom. The children very inquisitive, when they picked it up and they were playing with it, and then before you knew it, the explosion happened. But thankfully no casualty apart from injuries. But again, when it happened, people were raising a lot of insinuations and speculation that they don't come again. No, but so it's just an explosion. Not attacked by those whoever they talked to were the enemies. So that's the stories that the children were playing with a device or an item they knew not about because curiosity, and then the thing detonated, and that's what brought about that.
Okay, your state is in the news.
Okay.
Refrain from Edo local government by-elections. PDP urges police.
And it's supposed to take place today. I came from Benin on Thursday. I actually visited ESEC. ESEC is the name of the commission there. ESEC is Edo State Independent Electoral Commission. I had one or two things to do with them over there. Because I have 2 of my brothers who are commissioners, one from Onwa East, one from Onwa West. So I had some talk with them. So I honestly, they're supposed to have the ballot, and it's not election all over Edo State. By election is on select wards as to fill in vacant positions that were left vacant by some. It's only for councillorship, not chairmanship. So that's the story. This is in the right, but PDP is saying no, they are not going to be part of it. They went to court, but the court is not. I spoke with the chairman yesterday. He said the court will not stop it because it has something to do with them, what the PDP is doing.
All right.
Yeah.
Rivers, costless peace, cheaper than war. Fubara on Wiki.
The man is being philosophical. He's been talking. So I hope he has learned his lesson. I was telling somebody in Benin while I was in Benin, we were discussing about Fubara's return, that somebody was saying that I said, look, Fubara himself didn't also play the game right. In politics, once you have a principle, okay, once you have a principle, your loyalty is expected to be 110%.
Anybody who is in doubt should read 48 laws of power
exactly.
Again.
Yes, so your loyalty is supposed to be 110%. Okay, and then if you want to exert your own independence, don't do it in your first term in office. So what you need to do, stay in that first term, study what's happening, then you can even start poaching from the other side to yourself.
Charles,
yes,
it makes you wonder if anybody in Nigeria, any politician in Nigeria can be his own man.
Well, they can. Osomole was. When Osomole was Aneni's protege in the manner of speaking, then when he got in there, he studied. They said there was speculation that any time they raised the budget for Edo State, then they would go to Aneni's city room in Uromi, where they would tell who guess what. And Osomole was able to do that for year 1, year 2. When he got to 200 level, then the man said he now understood the game, and he began to poach from Aneni's side to raise his own army. Before he knew it, he called Aneni's bluff, and he took Aneni out of the system and became the boss. Today now Shomole is whether I like it or not, the be-all and end-all, the godfather of them all in Edo State. So in politics, if you either remain loyal to the core, or when you want to deviate, then do that not the first term, not second term, maybe third term.
Not just in politics.
In all spheres of human, once you have a leader.
Charles,
yes.
The first law in 48 laws by Robert Greene is do not outshine
your boss.
Your boss. Mm-hmm. And the street balance, no measure body.
No measure body with your guy. That's it. Is it? No measure shoulder.
Okay, how about this? Kwankwaso finally gives conditions to join APC.
Kwankwaso should just come out straight. Maybe I should call. I've spoken to his national secretary, our friend Dipbola, a number of times.
Okay.
If you raise this thing, I will say it has a way. We say it's a lie. It's a lie. Charlie boy is a lie. Charlie boy is a lie. We let this man just come out because they say it was because of him that they edged the Ganduje out of the system, because Ganduje and he cannot be on the same boat, So let him come. If he wants to join, let him tell us. All this speculation about just making headlines, Kwankwaso is going today, tomorrow is not going. No, come on. Let's just come out and save us of these speculations, honestly.
Okay, APC chieftain slams Rivers Assembly over hasty demand for commissioner nominees and budget.
Yes, I am on the same page because you just came after the first sitting. Two things. You are hasting the man. You want to reroll the man into certain. First, you are asking for Vara. We want your commissioner list now. No. Was he drawing it while he was in exile, in political exile? Number two, they are urging him, not even urging him. Now, how do they say they are not command? There's a word they're not ordering. That there's a word they are directing. No, they are directing him.
Okay. They
are directing him to probe Ibasi's. 6 month administration. Come on, it's too early. It's too early. All this initial gra, may take them easy.
Okay, just gone 29 minutes to 8 from here, and we'll move now to the Nation newspaper. The lead story is this one: 2027. My conditions for rejoining APC by Kwankwaso.
Well, let the reader solve the story so that I don't give those conditions on air. Go read them and get the knowledge you want. Yeah, or you seek.
Okay, will continue to uphold Buhari's legacy, Tinubu assures family.
But the question is, not my question. Maybe Tojuku Ezukama's question. What are this legacy by Tinubu by Buhari that Tinubu want to continue with? Legacy of
Buhari,
nepotism?
For Buhari's family, please.
No, he told them, he assured them. He assured them that Buhari's legacy for Nigeria. He's assured, they say your father's legacy or your family.
Okay.
Number one, is it the legacy? Is it legacy of nepotism? The legacy of herdsmen killing everybody and he did nothing. The legacy of taking the railway from 50 kilometers deep into Maradin in the Niger Republic. What all manner of come on, come on, I don't want to hear that.
All right, hear this next story. Ondo PDP Guba candidate Ajayi set to join APC.
But who is not joining APC? Is there anybody not joining APC?
Perhaps you.
Well, I'm not a politician. I only report.
You are a journalician.
I only report matters and analyze politics. But until I joined them, but I only joined slightly in between 2018 and 2020 when I was given the position of the spokesperson of one of the parties in Edo State, the third biggest party.
Were you paid?
I was remunerated, if that is a synonym.
Another word for pay.
No, well, pay means.
I go look dictionary.
I was remunerated.
Okay. Oh dear. Let's move quickly from the Nation to the Daily Sun. The Daily Sun is here. As January takeoff date approaches, concerns mount over federal government's new tax policy.
Yeah, but the tax policy, some of them, people are apprehensive, but I think the FIROS came up. What the FIROS where tax officials said that we were told that from January, TIN is now required for bank operation, for you to operate a bank account and all that. But Wale Edu has come out to say, and what I think FIRS boss Oluyi, I can't remember his name now. Okay. That is for privileged Nigerians. Where how do you define privileged Nigerians? Do you go to banks?
Those were the class 1.
I don't know. They said not for poor Nigerians, not for everyday Nigerians. For instance, if I'm doing a business and I have maybe my bank account is about 100,000 naira balance, am I poor? Am I a poor Nigerian? I don't know. If, for instance, I'm doing a business, then about 3 million naira goes into my account and leaves again. How do you categorize me? I don't know. So I don't know what criteria they're going to be using to determine who the poor Nigeria is versus a privileged Nigerian. But again, whether we like it or not, from January, the new tax regime about taxes, about derivation, particularly for those who see some certain product as halal, as haram, but the proceed as halal, if you understand what I mean. Maybe for the listener. Some of the states in the north, they look at the beer, for instance, as haram. Haram means forbidden. Yeah. But halal means accepted. So if you see the product as haram and the proceeds you're not sharing from VAT as halal, then we need to also look at those things.
Okay, if you are still wondering who a privileged Nigerian is, right?
Yes.
Hear this one.
Okay.
Yari's son's wedding draws Tinubu political actors to Kaduna.
And that's privilege, not us.
Okay.
Not us. Because if my daughter is going to get married, can I bring Edo State government?
No, you can bring
Edo State governor. I can bring Ezukama.
Ezukama and my humble self.
And Pastor Bani. I know I can bring Pastor Bani and Olubro Soshoma. Is it Gibe?
We would like to know those who were eliminated at the semi-final.
Well, I don't know. I can also bring Mrs. Helinuse.
Oh,
I mean, this I bring to come and be the mother of the day. I'm sure you should listen now. I mean, Eka, if you're listening, I'm sure you are listening, Eka.
Okay. Editor's task Muftuang, that's Governor
Muftuang. Plateau State.
Yeah, on peace building, infrastructure development.
Well, peace building, is that peace? When we also hear of Bokos local government also playing host to violence recently. Plateau used to be the state of peace. I remember the first time I went to Jos. After Akwanga, we're climbing for hours. Zukama, we climbed until we got to Jos. When I got there, the weather changed. I've been to Jos
it's a temperate zone.
But now, come to me and they fear to even go to Jos now. I'm supposed to be in Aba tomorrow. But is there still sit at home on Monday in Aba? Because there's a conference supposed to attend on Monday.
If you no go, we no go no.
Oh, sorry. Okay. No, I will tell you. I will tell you.
Go, come back.
Okay.
Tell us.
Okay.
Okay. So we stop speculating.
Yes.
Okay. No law mandates Fubara's immediate resumption. That's Wike.
Yes. Well, I told you. I said this man is talking. For me, he's talking too much. Honestly, for both sides of his mouth also. Come on. 2027,
those urging Jonathan to contest bent on causing national crisis.
But Wike. Wike again?
Yes, now.
Can I allow this bill to pass?
If you
pass.
Just say pass.
Pass.
Make I pass.
Pass, I beg.
All right. 2027, APC PDP divides Southern Kaduna group.
Yes.
You want pass?
Pass.
Kwankwaso lists conditions to return to APC.
A recurring story, actually.
Okay.
We dealt with that earlier.
Peace has returned to Rivers, Fubara.
Congratulations to Siri Abako, our friend. He's an Okrika boy, Rivers State. We have a couple of Rivers State born. Unless a week or two, congratulations to him.
Yeah.
At least peace has returned to his homeland.
Not piece of the graveyard.
No, PACE of the state.
Okay. Let's look at another paper here. The Nigerian Tribune is here. The lead story: woman in trouble for burning girl's private parts with hot knife.
It's not. Yes. There was another one that said
listen, for that to attract a headline.
Yes, it must be gory. That's a housemaid. There was another one too that said this girl was making baby food. This formula. It just tasted the milk, and the woman called the housemaid, and is it lacerated, or how do you say when you use blade? No, that's cane is lacerate. Yeah. This one incision made incisions in her body and rubbed pepper on the girl's body. The girl cried hell. The same thing, pouring hot water on egg. Somebody else's child that was handed over to you. But you have children. You've got children. You know the pangs of labor in the labor room. The labor ward before you can be delivered of a baby. You know the joy that comes to you when at the first cry of that baby. You know the joy to breastfeed. Somebody who did this, the baby, the joy you have your baby, somebody else's child. You are pouring hot water on her.
Charles,
not any other the privates.
Thankfully, Charles, the woman is in police trouble. So it's for the media to
Hammurabi's law, an eye for an eye. I wish they can also activate that to pour hot water so that she knows exactly how it feels.
Moses' law.
Is it Moses or Hammurabi?
Moses' law.
Which one was I for an eye was Moses?
Yeah.
What was Hammurabi's law? I can't remember Hammurabi or something. We did it in history.
Which state in come from?
No from
Okay. The robbers are too sophisticated for ordinary miscreants. Abuja residents lament.
Well, besides, even there's a resurgence of criminality, include robbery and kidnapping in Abuja right now. So the only thing I will just say, if you go to Abuja, I was at Abuja in June. Thankfully, we were driving around, so I had no cause to take public transport. Those of them who take public transport, be very careful, because a lot of is there one chance they call them?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
They prowling. So be careful.
It's been there.
Yes,
but there's one chance in Lagos.
But it has reduced actually. Lagos actually, in terms of insecurity or security of life and property, Lagos actually do. Have you seen the video? CCTV room.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, everywhere. Even if you drive on, yes, right now. Even if you drive on this airport road, you'll be seen. Major roads in Lagos, we're being watched from a room in Lagos here. So when you drive, be careful, thinking you're not seeing everybody. Some people are looking, and they have this. They can zoom your car in to look at the number, the plate number, and know the street and time it. So be careful.
Okay.
So let me quickly say this. Sorry.
Yeah.
For some of you also drive anyhow. The other day, though I paid the fine, 20,000 naira, I was on Allen Avenue going to join Awolowo Way. So as the vehicles moved, the light turned red. Then I was caught on standing on pedestrian crossing. No, I didn't beat the traffic. But for the fact that I was standing there, camera snapped my car number. As I drove into Airport Hotel, I saw a text message. When I opened it, there was a link. When I opened it, the video of how I got there was shown to me. Was a fine of 20,000 naira. So Lagos is becoming sophisticated, and I'm happy that I hope other states can take a cue from that. But it's not that the only thing that's helping us. Lagos is like a city state. Yeah. I wonder how if we can do that in the door from Benin to Uromi. How you want all this bush? You want to put camera for bush? Or for Ikota Benin to
no, anything no hard for anything no hard for Edo. At least I hear say una no need airport to fly.
No, we have airport now.
Okay, now I agree.
We have airport, but there are two crafts. No, there are two crafts in Edo State.
One is aircraft.
Aircraft, and the other one is the other craft.
Okay, hear this one. Federal government introduces Chinese language into school curriculum.
Yes.
I've heard this.
Yeah, I think it's it has divided the polity.
But I hear Yoruba and some.
Yeah, you know, I googled it.
China.
People, they're studying Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo in China.
Yeah.
If you go right now, when Chinese are coming in here, there are some Igbo brothers who earn a living from translation. They earn a living from translating, from acting as a translator. Is it translator now? Interpreter. Between us and the Chinese people. If you also, there was the other day I watched a video of an African immigrant in China. He spoke English and moved into China. He went into it to say that you don't need money to buy into China. It's your fingerprint. He was speaking fluent Mandarin.
Charles, this is not to make you laugh.
Okay.
Talk about interpreters and so on. There are interpreters and there are interpreters.
What about you, Choku?
The English version was soldiers in our land.
Uh-huh.
And then the Igbo interpreter said soldier in our line.
Okay, so they're not lying.
But is he right? Is he wrong?
But don't know, it depends on it. It's right. It's right. I mean, contextually. This is where content and context come in.
Yeah.
In content, you saw what it was. But in context of the Igbo code, it was right.
All right. It's time up. Dear listener, time for you to take over the microphone. Which story or stories caught your fancy? So let's quickly go there. And please, you have 60 seconds to do so. I know you can manage your time. So we begin now. What story or stories caught your fancy? Are you there?
Tell them there's a time. There's a timer. There's a timer that cuts them off.
I'm timing whatever call that comes in. Okay. There's a call here. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen Jones.
I greet you, sir.
I greet you also. I greet myself.
Good morning.
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
Yes, like what you talked about, what is happening in Lagos State, maybe new innovation. But they have devised another missile, Charles.
Oh, okay. Let me hear.
They are now using Keken Bawa.
For what?
They use Keken Bawa for at one chance now. They are using Keken Bawa.
Oh, okay.
They have robbed one of my daughter. They collected one of her phone. And they use Keken Bawa. Very tough. Another one they are doing now. They will come with one flashy color. They say, where are you going? They want to give you some milk. When you enter it, They did to one of my wife's staff. So they are there, but I don't know, they are there.
Okay.
They are there.
Yeah.
And after they are doing that, they will enter the street. They will enter the street. Some boys will enter the street and collect your phone.
Except, sir, that was not a story we shared. You know,
I just mentioned in passing, but it's so the
information is very good. Thank you.
The information is very good because after here, I'm going to be on another radio show. I will mention that because that radio show, Lagos State Government is a part of it. Go ahead. So thank you very much. He didn't give his name.
Let's take another listener.
Good morning. It's Ola from Suludo.
All right,
good
Ola,
morning,
welcome.
Yes, let me start with that dimension that Buhari was legacy. Buhari gave us Lagos Ibadan.
Yeah, go ahead. He gave us about what?
Yes, he gave us Lagos Ibadan, both road, both rail.
Give us.
And so many infrastructure. Second Niger Bridge, Kano to Abuja. So all these infrastructure were constructed under him. Then on issue of Fubara should just concentrate on administration, forget about politics. When he gets the power in second term, he can face politics.
Thank you. That's the second coming or the second stanza.
Second coming.
Second stanza. Okay, you should concentrate on
another listener is here. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Citizen Jones.
I greet you.
Good morning, Mr. Frank. This is your from Solo Kingdom.
Okay, then.
My take is on the professors. Money. Well, I think the money they are paying the professor is small. Also, the teachers, remember the teachers. These are the people that made the governors and the president, engineers and doctors. What I pay them in this country is very, 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 very small. Please, we should talk about the teachers also. Because professors, most of them help all these politicians into the office by giving an election for them. So if I pay them, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Well, you are not saying they should up their pay because they help them rig election.
No, he said they cause the wahala for themselves.
I know. Hello, good morning to you.
Very good morning to the majority, Citizen Joe, and the prince here, to the hall.
Welcome.
Osha.
My name is Prince Y.S. You from Oshodi, the city in the center of the universe. My number one, the River State matter. Maybe we hear the speech of the governor now. So when this thing started, those pushing the governor, this is a constitutional matter, it's not easy, it's not the, and the governor says the jungle has matured. The governor is not matured. You know, I said it sometimes before when they started. The man should attend university of politics. It may be a place than the other district, but politics you should not play. And the man has settled down. This is month he graduated. He gets certificate yesterday. He will now know how to play politics in the river. So good morning. I thank everybody that has listened to come.
Thank you. The line is free. Let's get you weigh in on any story that caught your fancy. So I'd say good morning to the next listener. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen Jones and others in the house. Yeah. Good morning. I thought I heard the voice of Tochuku.
But it's not on this. It's not on this segment.
It's all right.
You will come later.
Yeah. Okay, my brother. So this is National from Ojalaba. Yeah. Talking about Fubara and revised state politics, this is where our democracy has taken us to. Then they say that there is peace in the River State. I hope the peace lasts, but then it's an uneasy peace. Then how can you just be there and you are a stooge? Because someone scratch your back, you are going to lick his snatch, you are going to do everything. They are going to delegate you.
Of the words you speak.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, another one is it. You talked about.
Sorry, you had 60 seconds. Sorry, we're done. All right. Room for 1-2 more calls. What story caught your fancy? Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry for my name.
Welcome.
On Cuba, I think they have done a very good thing. Sometimes
Come, no. You are using your bedroom voice. Come, speak up.
I said I want to thank Mr. President for what he has done in River State. We are sitting in the governor. So I just want to say that all people who are pushing the governor, I think they cannot say that the governor is not accepting that. And they should stop pushing the governor again. Especially people, what is that business? They are not from River State. They are not from River State. In the first, they didn't vote for this governor. Especially this governor alone. Especially to people from the east. They are not causing this problem. They are not from River State. People from the east, they should be governor alone. Let him settle his master. He has already settled.
Thank
So
you.
that's just
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Another call. Are we there? Good morning to you. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Citizen Jones.
I greet you, sir.
I'm my friend Charles Edel.
Thank you.
My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abuja, Nekoton. I guess by now, Ubara must have learned its lessons. So he should concentrate on governance instead of politics, as somebody has rightly pointed out. But also my advice goes to Wike. Wike should dine with Ubara with a very long spoon. Yes, this time around you should dine with him with a very long spoon, because once a traitor, always won.
Okay.
But Ubara should also know that he can also be impeached if he wants to heat up the politics.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Maybe-
Osifo, except that I have a shortcut to dining with a long spoon.
Which one?
Go to a different table. Thank you.
No.
Thank
Maybe if once that spoon, the spoon that Hida Basi used to cook jollof rice is very long. You could also use that.
The cooking nine, they vex you.
Yeah, exactly. No, but
Okay.
I'm not sure for the better for research.
All right. I guess we are done. Okay, one last call, not least. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, gentlemen in the studio.
Welcome. Love that voice.
It's a radio voice.
Yeah,
Pastor Chris from Papa.
go on.
Yeah, I want to thank you for what you're doing in VOP. My take is on Fubara. Sincerely, Nigerians are watching. My only challenge with what happened in Rivers is that the policies of Nigeria is if you outsmart me today, tomorrow I will outsmart you. They are laying foundations that the incoming generation will build upon. Before now, they said PDP rig election. Now APC have mastered the mechanism of rigging. Forgive me for saying that. Another party that will come tomorrow will study what APC did and think of ways to outsmart APC.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. We're done.
60 minutes, very answer.
Yeah. So Charles,
Yes.
we are done.
I'm also done.
Okay.
I'm done and I'm gone.
And just to say we are radioactive. as
Yes,
it were.
exactly. Because this is our job. I don't know banking. I don't know law. I don't know mercy. I don't know Izukama's profession. I am a journalist.
All right.
If I come back again to this world, I will take the pen and the microphone again. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Location will still be legal.
No. Maybe that.
Okay.
No. I will think of somewhere.
All right.
Maybe I might do it in one. I don't know.
Okay, we are out. See you next week. Bye-bye now.
It's about that time for this conversation.
We want to know what the public has to say.
Your voice.
Fuel subsidies removed.
My voice. Our voices must be heard.
Problem here, as long as I'm concerned, it's not helping the society because the way things are going now, everything has gone up.
For current news and daily updates, trends and vibes, vital information and more. Tune in daily to the best radio station. VOP, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. Now, you have a voice. Speak up. It's about that time for this conversation.
We want to know what the public has to say.
Your voice.
Fuel subsidies removed.
My voice. Our voices must be heard.
Problem here, as long as I'm concerned, it's not helping the society because the way things are going now, everything has gone up.
For current news and daily updates, trends and vibes, vital information and more. Tune in daily to the best radio station. VOP, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. Now, you have a voice. Speak up. A radio station is supposed to inform.
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique. That is women, black women.
Educate.
So what you need to do now is go to www.
And also entertain you.
Check your systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice. A radio station is supposed to inform.
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique. That is women, black women.
Educate.
So what you need to do now is go to www.
And also entertain you.
Check your systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice.
This is the second leg of our offering this morning. We call this segment Citizen Jones This Morning. What we do here is very simple. We interrogate any issue that gets thrown up by my country, your country, give clarity to it, just so you know. Now, Mrs. Soludo in verbal war with Senator Uche Ekwunife. Did you get that? Mrs. Soludo in verbal war with Senator Uche Ekwunife. You know, it's about 2 months to the November 18, 2025 governorship elections in Anambra State. Politicians are busy crisscrossing the state, sweet selling their manifestos and programs as they affect the electors. Language devoid of incontinence is never a part of the regimen. Recall that some weeks ago, politician and former Anambra central governor Uche Ekwunife raised the roof by alleging that Governor Soludo was smelly, he had bad breath, what is known as halitosis. Of course, the Soludo camp was not going to let it lie low, let the remark go without a fight back. So now Dr. Mrs. Noye Soludo has fired a return salvo. You know, a political war is simply the use of hostile political means to compel an opponent to do one's will. Consider this. The wife of the Anambra State Governor, Dr. Noye Soludo, has issued a challenge to Senator Uche Ekwunife, urging both of them to take an oath of fidelity before the Blessed Virgin Mary and to subject their children to paternity tests. The first salvo, as I said, was fired by the deputy governorship candidate of the APC, Senator Ekwunife, who claimed that Mrs. Soludo was close to and worked with former Governor Chinwoke Mbadinuju. Mrs. Soludo wants a retraction by the senator within 72 hours or illegal action would be instituted. Now, a proud son of Anambra is here, and so let's meet and greet him. He is the town planner, biographer, and national and international affairs analyst, Tochukwu Izukama. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen Jones, and thank you so very much for having me.
Your state is in the news.
Oh yeah, always.
Okay.
We say we are the light of the country, and if the light is not seen, if the light is not in the news, what then do you expect? We're always in the news.
Okay. How do you react to this news?
It's all wonderful. It's all part of politics. After his first election to power, that is, Donald Trump was asked about the election, and Trump said, "Oh, that power thing. Oh, it was rough. Oh, it was tough. Oh, it was nasty." So politics, the struggle for power is tough, is rough and nasty. So that's what you expect. So the nastiness of all the accusation and counter-accusation is all understandable. In some climb, people want to be concerned with issues, philosophical, political philosophy, ideology. But in Nigeria, we are not particularly enthused about discussion of the issue because the average man does not know much about issues in Nigeria. We are looking for what to get out of the system. And then this kind of rhetorical clashes, they are entertaining, they are exciting to the electorate. So we dislike them. Yeah, so it's
here we are talking about incontinence of language.
Yes.
And intemperance. What comes out of the politician.
Yes, but the people are not flabbergasted. The people are not.
You think the people are not swayed? Are not in any way?
In some way, it's all comical. It's all entertaining. But I don't think they are repulsed.
Fighting dirty is what is not part of it.
Politicians fight dirty, but the thing is, what is their focus? What are they fighting about? This one is the name calling, it's insult. But in our politics, it's been that way. Sometimes.
But if a political leader is given to verbiage, or if you like, incontinence, speaking, just opening the mouth, don't you think it's a serious minus?
It should be a serious minus, but in this context, it's not, because it will not in any way affect the vote, the vote count. I mean, the winner will win, the loser will lose, irrespective of what you have said in the past. We are known for our vulgarities, a society that does not is not known for his verbal decency. You use the word incontinence, lack of self-control. We don't have much of that, and it's not that much expected. So people say whatever they want to say and get away with it. That's the way the country is. The crudity, the vulgarity, the indecency, the lack of civility. It's what we live with all the time.
You don't have to legislate about it.
No, you shouldn't. If there's you can sue someone for what do they call it?
Hold on, President Trump is known to be, in terms of language, is known to be intemperate.
Yes.
Sometimes incontinent. He just goes gaga, and like when he threatened to annex Canada. To make Canada the 51st state.
Yeah.
And change the Bay of Mexico.
Those were arrogant, and you can use the word intemperate, but they were not really vulgar. They're not accusing somebody of infidelity.
Yeah.
They are not accusing somebody.
But here, a governor's wife is telling a politician in the same state, let's go for an oath of fidelity. More like saying, the pikin where you born, you sure say now your husband get all
that was extreme. But as Ekwunife started it, Ekwunife brought that up. But there may have been accusations of infidelity here and there. But it was Ekwunife that said that the children do not belong to that. The paternity test will prove something else. But so the lady was reacting when he said, "I'm a virgin. I was a virgin when I was married. I've been loyal, faithful to my husband. And if you question me, let's go before the Virgin Mary and swear." But it's Nigerian politics. It's Nigerian politics.
I'm looking at the Nigerianness in that type of politics.
The Nigerian
before they came, the Ziks were here, the Awos were here, the Sadaunas were here.
Yes.
The Kingsley Mbadiwes were here.
Yes. That was a different era.
Language was moderate.
That was a different era. The white man was in power. They were groomed into the white man system.
The white man left in 1960.
Yes, and when he left, his legacy remained till we adulterated it, till the moral and ethical collapse that came in the 70s and 80s.
We were not ready for independence.
We were not ready for independence.
65 years, close to 65 years after independence, we still were not ready?
No, we were not ready for independence. And the wartime, the Second World War time, American president Roosevelt saw it.
FDR.
Yeah, he was opposed to continuation of British colonialism after this World War. But he said more advanced countries like India will be given immediate independence. Less advanced countries like Indonesia will put on a limited trustship, and then primitive countries of most of sub-Saharan Africa will be start on a slow process to prepare them for independence. He died a few months before the end of the Second World War, so this policy of slow, delayed independence was not factored into the decolonization that took place. Okay, so, but we were not prepared for independence. Maybe British rule should have continued for 50 to 100 years, and that would have gotten us better prepared.
When somebody talked about the literacy level of politicians, did you think he had a point? Literacy level
for a
of a politician, yeah.
Yeah, one thing is literacy as acquired in the classroom. That helps a lot. But then Nigerians mistake certificate for enlightenment, certificate for knowledge. Some people have not.
But my country, your country became heavily certificated. And that's why the certificate racket is
ongoing, yes. So, but the certificates do not always equate to knowledge. A man like Winston Churchill had no university education, but he became
one of the greatest British prime ministers.
Yeah, a renowned orator, a renowned writer, and the man of the 20th century. Okay, Indira Gandhi had no university education, but she was very brilliant, very enlightened, very well read.
A lawyer.
Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi. No, you mean the father?
Not Mahatma.
No, you mean Indira, these women.
Okay.
And but in Nigeria we equate knowledge with certificate. And the knowledge comes from reading, knowledge comes from research. But in Nigeria we read our books, get our degrees, and throw away the books. You see a grown man, he has a master's degree, PhD, but has not opened a book in the last 5 years, 10 years.
Tuchuka, I want you to understand why I elected this subject matter for
discussion.
Coaching. Yeah. You know, the people, the leader, my people have a saying, the man in front knows where to dip his foot in the stream.
Yes.
You know, so the leader is somebody who can see ahead, clearly ahead, and lead the people. But when that leader has a problem and trouble with language, refined language, it's sickening. It's sickening.
Well, that's the problem of Nigeria. It's a problem of leadership. When the leaders lack the discipline, lack the continence, let me borrow your word, lack the civility, lack the self-control, then all these lacks will filter down to the entire society. So
I hope you don't tell me about Aso Rock now. I'm talking about, say, my Akwa Ibom, your Anambra, somebody else's, or your, and so on and so on. There are 36 of them.
Yeah, they are still run by leaders. Soludo is a leader. Ekwunife is a leader.
What they say is not important?
What they say is extremely important. What they say shape the society. What they say shape our value system.
Oh yeah. And
they are our role models. We want to be like them. We want children without knowing it behave like their parents.
Yeah.
And the masses without knowing it behave like their leaders. So they are shaping our mindset, shaping our concept of right and wrong.
If a problem of fidelity comes in now, you are telling me that a governor who has children and he's a potential grandfather will now begin to look at the fidelity of in his homestead.
Yeah,
my children are they
in his
really
own
mine? And
blah blah blah. That boggles the mind. That's mind-boggling.
And the election in your Anambra, as I said, about two months away from now, on the 18th of November. So, you think this will not in any way affect opinion in the
not in any significant way, not to the point of affecting the election result. To me, people find things like this comical, interesting, entertaining. That's the word. They find it entertaining, but I don't think it will reflect in the election, in the politics of the state. No. And generally, in some countries of the world, 9 out of 10 times, when people talk, they are telling the truth. They only lie once in 10. In Nigeria, 9 out of 10 times, people are lying. It's once in a while that we tell the truth. So generally, these things are not readily believable by anybody. They see that two
not
women...
believable? I'm talking about something that's in the public domain.
It's in the public domain, but they see it as two women yabbing each other. It's all entertaining.
Two women in high places.
Yes, two women.
Okay. May I indulge the listener? If you feel up to joining issues or raising new ones. Please, let's go there, dear listener. What do you think about the verbal war going on between a governor's wife and a senator?
Anambra.
Okay, I have a first listener. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good
Hello,
morning.
good morning. This is very commendable.
Go on.
Go on. So on this matter of time that you're talking about, I think in those one make a statement every time about the Shinashidi. There was a country. Make a statement. Shinashidi that the book he wrote. There was a country. There was never a country.
There was what?
There was what? There was never a country.
There was a country.
There was a country.
There is still a country.
There was never a country. What Akede was only referring to at that time was the domination of the Igbos at that period of time, which is great for till he died. There was never a country. You see, Nigeria.
No. Maybe you want to moderate that. I'm sorry. This is not.
We never
had a country.
We never had a country.
I feel like asking him if you were given a form, country, you would
feel what?
Country.
I feel Nigeria.
Yeah, I beg. Just a minute.
There was never a country.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen Jones.
Yes, sir.
I'm to support you.
Good morning.
My name is, I'm a Jopper once again. Why I call that I'm from Anambra precisely. Huh?
Yes.
This Ekwunife, sometimes, if he becomes the senator, was the Anambra Central Senatorial Zone with Victor Ume.
Yes.
She was using some nasty words. Was very, very outrageous. A woman shouldn't be in that way. So even if she's fighting for maybe deputy governor or something like that, shouldn't be in that way because they are just like Mr. Todo said. They are role models. I don't expect something from them, and they are just mesmerizing Anambarians in diaspora. Thank you very much.
They're just messing around.
They are just mesmerizing Anambarians in diaspora, and it shouldn't be in that way. If they have a personal issue, let them go and sort it out. Thank you very much.
It's disgraceful. Yeah, it's shameless. But that's Anambra has been in the news for reasons like that. We had the fight between.
Tochukwu, you become scandalized when you recall that Anambra is the state of the Ziks of this life, the Anyokus of this world, the
Mbanefos,
Ojukus, name them. Professor Akwil, bless her soul, you know. And so to be having this in a 21st century world where nothing is hidden. Okay, I have another listener here. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen Jones.
Yes.
Good morning to Mr. Zukama.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
This is Mary. I'm calling from First Town.
Okay, then.
You see, your topic this morning is so, that altercation is so appalling. And in fact, if I'm disgusted. Because like Mr. Tojuku said, these people are supposed to be role models. What would the people coming after them learn from? In those days, the days of the Azikiwe West and the Michael Okparas, they used to go for campaign and talk about issues. And talk about, that in those days, younger people would first of all go to the rally ground to go and learn one grammar or one ideology or one something that will help them. They will not be quoting Zik said, Awolowo said. But these days, look at mothers who are supposed to be role models in society. Look at what they are coming out. Grandmothers is so appalling. So my take is that people who are maybe they are religious leaders or whatever or whoever or elderly people for their community should call them to order. This is not how politics is supposed to be. This thing is getting out of hand and it's not encouraging in any form at all. So they should be called to elders, should call them to order. It's unheard of. It's unheard of.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, those early politicians were upholding a standard set by the colonial master, the white man.
This is why I seemingly quarreled with the man who said there was no country.
There was a country.
He is still a country.
There's still a
even
country.
though we are messing.
Even our standards fell over the years. So with the oil boom and the military involvement in politics, the vulgarization of everything, our standards fell. Then we became this moral squalor. Anything goes. Anything became acceptable.
Language is very, very important.
Yeah, so everything became a culture of impunity. You can do anything and get away with it.
Yeah.
You can stay anything and people are not scandalized or flabbergasted.
All right. Let me hear what listener.
Yeah. Good morning, Sister Joe. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Dechubu, I greet you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Mayor from Ikotegbe calling. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Go on.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, let me come to Anambra issue. In fact, you see, the governor of Anambra State, Soludo, I so much respect that man before when he was a central bank governor. I respect him a lot. The Ekwunife woman is an APC member. I'm not a fan of APC, but I put the whole blame on Soludo as a professor. Even he attacks to be anyhow. It actually Soludo himself, not the wife. So the wife was watching the husband's language. Soludo is the cause of all this problem. He did not call you. He don't even know how to talk. He didn't Soludo. He talks anyhow as a governor, as a professor. He attacks everybody. He attacks people every time anywhere he goes. So the wife is watching his language. So I put the whole blame to Soludo. Soludo is cause of the problem.
You stopped respecting him when he became a politician. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll leave it there. Yeah.
Well, I don't know who they caused it because the Ekwunife said Soludo stinks. His mouth stinks, his body stinks.
But
Soludo questioned.
It was reported that she apologized, but the governor is saying this apology didn't come from her, didn't emanate from her pen.
From her camp. If you assign your assistant or press secretary to write, it's you writing. She's writing, acting as your agent.
But you sign, not the assistant signing. If
it's coming from your camp, then it's you. But I think it's the same splitting of hairs among politicians. But then Soludo attacked her boss, Okachukwu, saying that the man is ignorant. He had F9 in English, he had F9 in mathematics.
And he added that Ekwunife is a PhD.
It's questionable. And then other things.
Was he acting on information?
Must have been. There are too many questionable PhDs in Nigeria, especially within the ranks of the politicians.
Pull him down, or the real PhD?
PhD.
Sorry,
the degree PhD.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen George.
I greet you, sir.
I greet you. My name is Obina, calling from Edu.
All right, Obina.
According to your guest, now, a country that a leader can say anything, you can do anything and get away with it. Is it a country?
Yes, it's still a country.
It's not, for me, it's not a country. A leader can come up and say whatever he likes to the citizen, all sort of manner of lies, insults, just said anything. That is not a country. That is not a country for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
A country might be lawless. A country might be.
No. In this case, a leader or a frontline countryman or woman might be lawless. It does not alter the country.
Yeah, it's still a country. Americans have gangsters. They have what do they call it? Serial killers. And even a semi-criminal is presently their president. But America is still a country. Yeah, it can be.
I talked about President Trump. His intemperance. He has an intemperate language. You know.
He's rude. He's harsh.
Yeah.
He's intolerant, politically intolerant. But it's still a country.
Would an American say there's no country?
No, there's a country. Yeah. There might be aberrations here and there in a country, but it remains a country. Nigeria is a country.
All right, let's hear the next listener. Hello, good morning to you. I would need a woman to speak. Oh. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen Jones, and your guest in the studio.
Welcome.
Good morning.
My name is Peter Wusifo. I'm calling from Abuja in Ikoton. If this type of dirty language and scandalism is politics, in my own opinion, it is politics taken too far. Win or lose, even if they win or lose in the election that comes up on the 8th of November 2025 in Anambra State, the loser or the winner, we say, think about it psychologically. That is psychology of paternity. So it is uncalled for the women to be saying that this type of things. And somebody that said that Soludo started it by, making sure that he probably talked about Peter Obi and the rest. So that's not a dirty language. It's his own political opinion that Peter Obi to him will not win in Anambra State or win Nigerian 2027 elections because Abba will not support him. That is clean and straight.
Okay.
So nobody should blame Soludo for that.
We'll leave it there. You're listening to the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM on the dial, and we're looking this morning at the verbal war between Mrs. Soludo and Senator Uche Ekwunife of Anambra State. Yeah.
Yeah, I read the speeches and writings of people like Nnamdi Azikiwe.
Yeah.
And I'm so taken by their concernity and articism. But these days, our politicians can barely write, they can barely speak. Even with the aid of speech writers, they still don't make that much sense.
Now being asked for certificates now.
That's the Nigerian system. Everybody wants certificate. So yeah, there are, like I said, there are a merit of questionable PhDs floating around, especially in the ranks of the politicians, because the masses also believe that the more PhDs you have, that's the better leader you'll be.
Yeah.
Knowledge is wonderful, but sometimes
you want to remind them that the late Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe was the
most educated head of state, president. He had six degrees, but he read far and wide beyond his degrees. Degrees are wonderful, but
he had a terrific sense of humor.
Yes. Degrees are wonderful, but you learn so much out of the classroom.
Yeah.
Okay,
they say nobody gets educated in class.
No, not in the class.
But when you leave class,
if you
what you
want
do
to,
with what you were taught, constitutes your education.
Yeah. Moreover, students, you're looking for grade. Now if I can get B for this class, I'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, I have another listener here. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen John, for the second time.
Welcome,
and I greet your guest in the studio. My name is me, Prince Wise, from Oshodi. Now, the statement of the wife of the governor, for me, if I were him, I want to tell that woman, and the woman that talked with the former senator, what she said as a woman, she's not supposed to say it, but it has happened. They are not expressing themselves, which is very, very unfair to the majority of Anambra people, indeed to all Nigeria. The governor, I want you to be mature as a professor, going for a second time as a governor. At that age, you should use the maturity to settle the okay. Good morning to you,
Thank you. These are times that try men's souls.
We've had a similar case not too far away. We had a fight between Bianco Ojukwu's wife and then the wife of former governors. The former governor was Obiano.
There was a slap.
There was a fight. They fought each other, pulled each other's wig, and I was interested. I watched the video, the way the wife of the governor walked to Bianca.
But aren't you always troubled by those people whose job will be to put it on video and upload it on Facebook.
It's wonderful. It's the beauty of the information era. We want to see, we want to hear. That's the job of, is that not what journalists do? But these days you have too many auxiliary, untrained journalists. Everybody can be a journalist. You can just capture it on your phone and load it on the social media.
All right, let's listen to the next listener. The line is still free. Do you think you have anything, any issue to raise, any questions to ask? Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Civility.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to say something. You know, all these things that happened, Soludo started it. You leave what you're supposed to do and be doing other things that do not concern it. And this was our president, president and president party are doing. They leave what they're supposed to do and
don't drag, you are dragging the president into
that is
the matter.
what Soludo learned from his friend. I'm talking what Soludo learned from his friend. And it's not good.
Which learn from who?
His friend. He knows his friend that he used to visit. So,
No. We are serious here. Don't trivialize this matter. We're talking about a state like Anambra, which has produced great Nigerians. You couldn't wish them away. And then
the light of the nation, as we call ourselves, you know.
Oh yeah. Great minds.
Yes, great minds. Great minds both positively and negatively.
Yeah.
They all go together, you know. So we've had great minds.
For instance, we're talking now about Anambra politics in the build-up to the election, and the man is telling me about the presidency, APC, and all. How do you relate the two? So I should join him in saying the president sent the governor,
or told him what to say, or the wife what to say.
Let's be smart. We are smarter than others.
Yeah, it's just political verbal warfare taken to nauseating extreme.
Yeah,
it took it to a point where it became scandalizing. But you can't help that verbal warfare in politics. It's there. But whether people are talking ideology or philosophy or policies or it degenerates to mudslinging, it's still the same thing in different forms, you know.
You know, we talked about the United States of America. You schooled there, so you understand the dynamics. There was a President Reagan who had a terrific sense of humor. You know, even when he's yapping you, he would put it in a jocular manner.
Yeah,
people would laugh it off, but not
he did it in a polite way, you know.
Employing gutter language like children. Another listener is here. Good morning, sir.
Okay, sorry. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Thank you very much. His wife and Ekwunife, their talk, you know, they hear, but I blame the governor and the elders of the land. Somebody like Tochukwu, you know.
Somebody like
my brother Tochukwu there.
Yeah, you can blame me. I take the blame. Why are you blaming me?
Because you are Anambra.
Oh, he's blaming all the people of Anambra. That's fine. Nobody is right all the time. We all can be blamed.
Let us put our house in order, please. Something I don't know how to say this. If the head is rotten, the body is also rotten. Thank you.
Yeah, but there are some people who would tell you that the fish gets bad from the tail. You know,
I have had get bad from the head. I don't know of getting bad from
there's
the
some
tail.
people want you to belong in that mold.
Okay.
Fish look am well now from tail in the land.
Now the masses they cause trouble, no be the leaders. And it's all about leadership. Everything is leadership.
It's a two-way street.
No, it's not a two-way. The masses follow, and the masses follow sheepishly, blindly.
Tochukwu, when you talk about leadership, don't you don't spare a thought for followership.
The followers don't think. The followers follow.
The masses
follow, but blindly, thoughtlessly. I'll give you a good example. After the 2015 election, Goodluck Jonathan's supporters were ready for anything. Even within his administration, some people wanted to reject the election results. But it took the words of one man to change everything. I concede defeat. I have been defeated. I have congratulated the new president, the emergent president. That
My
saved
ambition is not worth
anybody's blood.
Yeah.
That saved the nation all the trouble. So all the would have been troublemakers.
Language is important.
Language is important. Leadership is important. Mostly leadership. But
another listener is here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
I greet you and your guest.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Makes me wonder, where are the women? Go on.
So, what I'm trying to say, if you look at other governors that govern Anambra State, all these kind of things have never happened. If you look at them. But when Soludo came, he started, tackling people, the other people. So is the cause of everything. Yeah? If I thought that Soludo,
now they bring Peter Obi into the fray, please.
It's not like that. I'm telling you where the source is coming from. Okay. The way he behaves, the way he talks, the way he tackles people. So if I thought that he focus what he's supposed to do and be doing all this, people will vote for him and tell what you will do for us, for Anambra State. Leave all tackling all opposition, all these things. Yeah? That is the problem. I still saying it. He learned it from his friend. And those things is not good for us.
But
that statement is not good for me either.
Minus learning from his friend, he's made a point that Soludo set the tone, we call it moral tone, where people.
So did Soludo learn that tone from the friend?
No, I say apart from talking about his friend, but he said the tone, the tone of insult, the tone of leaving the substance.
So every one of us, you and I inclusive, came from a home.
Yes.
And we received that training. Be moderate in your utterances.
Yes.
You know your actions and so on. Especially when you are in a foreign
public. Yes. Especially
place.
When you are a leader.
So the friend he's talking about would send the governor to go upset the table.
The talk about the friend is a little out of place. It's irrelevant.
Will also ask him, don't spend the money. Spend it this way.
No, the friend issue. No friend was influenced him. He's a governor. He's doing his own thing. Elected by the people to serve, and he's serving in his own way.
If we say the friend in this case is APC, Ekwunife is the deputy governorship candidate of the APC.
APC, okay. So then the friend should have influenced Ekwunife even more so than an APGA governor.
Oh yeah, go on. Go on, do this. Please, we should be smarter. In our comments, we should, as they say,
but that's the thrill of democracy, when you say it like you think it, like you feel it, as long as you're not breaking any law. It's all your opinion.
Another listener here. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Am I through to Citizen Jones?
You are on, sir.
All right. I get sick and tired at how people choose not to be objective and dispassionate on issues. About 2 or 3 callers have been calling now, making reference to Peter Obi. Peter Obi belongs to a camp, a political camp that is different to that of Soludo. 2 different camps. So it is not today we see politicians throwing jibes at one another, especially when they belong to different camps. So why are we trying to make a mountain out of a molehill? So if he makes reference to Peter Obi, who belongs to another political camp, what is strange, what is unusual in that? And rather than leave the actors, they are now throwing things at the president. I mean, it's high time we begin to get off all this kind of thing. I find it very nauseating.
Thank you very much. 6 seconds out. Yeah.
It is a saying. It's a common sense. If sense is that common, why is it so hard to come by? But the thing is that the world is for the good and the bad. Public opinion or public expression should be also open for the brilliant and the knowledgeable and the ignorant, the dim-witted and the brilliant. We are all Nigerians. We reserve the right to express ourselves. If by mistake we express ourselves and it's libelous, then whoever felt offended can go to court. But I believe in that freedom of speech. That's the jewel of democracy. So we can't talk about democracy without talking about freedom of expression. And people should be allowed to express themselves, whether intelligently or foolishly, brilliantly, dim-wittedly, and so on and so forth. So that's the thing. But the problem in Anambra State is problem of politics. It's just that the standards of Nigerian politics deteriorated over the years. It's not the same as during the days of Zik, when people were captivated by a display of knowledge, display of political insight, display of wisdom. Now anything goes. The average man that rallies are looking for something to get. You go to political meetings, you expect transport money.
We cannot forget what a great mind said years ago. Language shapes the way we think and determines what we can think about. Language
is very important.
You just told me about former President Goodluck Jonathan. The language he spoke to douse the tension.
And if on the other hand he has said, I reject this election, I will fight it even with the last drop of my blood,
all hell will be let loose.
So the masses will be fighting, killing, maiming for what they don't even understand and what they have no personal stake in. The masses follow. They follow blindly.
My trouble, as the last caller said, is many Nigerians are not ready to change their language, which would indirectly change their thoughts. They hold on to it and fly with it.
But are they not entitled to? It's not that within their democratic right to hold on to.
No, when you speak with a sense of entitlement, then you are saying that anytime you open your mouth, we must listen. And that's not what it is. No, Adolf Hitler was here. He did it. And what happened? Didn't he have his way?
He had his way.
But the world had the final say.
It's all arguable. And arguing that is beyond the scope of this program. So let's just move on.
Have you heard something like this? If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his own language, that goes to his heart.
Yes.
So we are talking about a mistake of the head and a mistake of the heart. Some people just won't change. I have another listener here. Hello, good morning to you. Are you there? You are on.
I'm here.
Yeah, let's
so
go.
on what it was. So on the matter of time, nothing wrong. When you look at all this, he has never done anything wrong. It's not Africa. He has a right to criticize the other party. He just said so. That deputy governor can't speak. He said that is wrong. So I don't know why people are putting blame on the leader. Is it because of who is this? Is it because of who is this? Why are you like this in Nigeria? You cannot speak to one as in fact, has never said anything bad. The only problem people are against this is because it's the discourse. And so you want that discourse in Nigeria. But it's not you can't say our land.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, and the question, relevant. Why are you heaping the blame on Soludo?
That's their opinion. Some people will absolve Soludo from any fault, and some people will think it's his fault. That's the differences in opinion, which is the thrill of life. So we can't see it the same way. We can, our perceptions of the same problem are different.
Does it say we cannot rationalize a particular thing?
We?
Yeah. If a thing is wrong, it is wrong.
Yeah.
It is wrong in your language.
There are some absolute wrongs, and there are some relative wrongs or interpreted wrongs. So it depends on the individual. So
let's break this down one more time. Ami Bibio, you are Igbo.
Yes.
From home, there are some linens you don't wash.
Yes.
Including clean ones. But if you bring out a dirty linen, you don't take it to the market square.
You don't wash it in public.
You don't wash it in public.
That in some cultures.
So
the Americans.
Are you saying that some cultures would underscore your washing that dirty linen in public?
The old Soviet Union did not wash their dirty linens in public. They covered up everything with propaganda. Ultimately, the old Soviet Union imploded. The Americans washed their dirty linens in public, exposed everything. The Watergate scandal, insult their president, disgrace their president when necessary, and they remain a great country. So sometimes you wash. There's an Igbo saying, "Oki keputi for na." That scratch where they scratch you for nyash, when it's exposed, it goes. But when you keep hiding it in the corner, it remains.
You know if you treat them before without going to the public.
Now when you come out public, that time.
No, please. All right, another listener is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning to the gang.
Yeah.
I don't know about others. This is more as a connection. You see, I don't know about others. You know why I said that this trouble is on the head of Soludo is because he's a man, and the husband of that of his wife. When the wife talk anyhow, you caution him now. You don't need to sit down until this thing now gets out of hand. He's the head of the family. The two women under him. So he has to control them, not to follow and begin to talk. That is my reason of mentioning Soludo. You understand? And the elders of the family, we need to come out and put our house in order. If you don't tackle this thing now, it will get out of hand.
Yeah. And Tochukwu, and when two women go on a binge like that, it's really pretty difficult to stop them.
It's hard to stop them.
Remember, Shakespeare said, "Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned."
And some husbands do not or cannot control their wives totally. So when you say the man should have stopped it, yes, sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot. The women are, then if you blame Soludo for not controlling the wife's utterances, then that should apply to the husband of Ekwunife.
So you are saying when Ekwunife threw the first stone, the Soludos should have taken the stone, rubbed their body,
No, it was good. Yeah, Ekwunife started it. Ekwunife started it, yes. And this
but
guys,
the last caller is telling me Soludo should just have turned the other cheek.
Yeah, that's his opinion, yes, which I don't agree with. Yeah, I don't agree with him. But is Nigerian politics. There's been a total moral and ethical collapse in the system. So anything goes. So it would take so much. These are more of symptoms of our problems.
So, you know, I cannot cease referring to Otto von Bismarck, the first chancellor of Germany,
unified Germany,
a political theorist. He said, politics is not an exact science, but sociologists have told us, and this is true, that politics is a behavioral, and I add attitudinal science.
Yeah, politics is a behavioral science, and our behaviors are heavily influenced by our attitude. Yeah, so, but you cannot, like I say all the time, you cannot be an angel in hell. So no matter how good you are, how angelic you choose to be, if you find yourself in hell, you better behave like those in hell.
All right, let me take one last but not least call here. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
God bless you. VOP, eh?
Yes.
God bless you. I like what you are doing.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Moses from Oshun. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, in terms of Soludo's issue, Soludo selling to what he bought it. You can remember there was a time he was tackling propaganda against P2P. So the thing has come back to him. So I don't have any pity on him. Okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
So he scandal against his brother. So another woman, that's how God we used to do things. God do things in a mysterious way, so in a way that we cannot understand. So he spoke in brother's name because of presidency level. So God used this system to open his own name.
All right, we stop it there. So, Tochukwu, we are done.
Yes.
I want to thank you for your intervention.
You're welcome.
Dear listener, we'll apply the brakes here, but not before reminding you that there's life after politics. And so when, as brothers, we fight at the marketplace, we get home and resume brotherhood. Abi?
Yes.
Opinion is being divided in my country, your country, regarding this issue. But I'm saying the combatants are members of society, and they all come from families. And the whole world is watching us, Tochukwu. Tochukwu, we're done. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Next time. Okay then. All right, folks. Good morning. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye now.